You've been appointed as one of the 4 umpire managers for the upcoming Olympic Games in Tokyo. Very exciting, putting to good use all those many years of umpiring in international hockey that you did back in the day. You must be thrilled about the appointment, which was a long time ago now, I guess.
Yeah, well, of course, it's been 20 years, I guess. The last Olympics was Sydney in 2000, and now we're 2021 with the extension. Yeah, I'm very honored. Listen, I am the luckiest person when it comes to hockey to be able to do what I've been able to do. Very blessed. Had some great support from USA Field Hockey, friends, family, you name it. So I could not be more thrilled. Very honored that the FIH appointed me to the Tokyo Olympics. That's been a lot of work. It's going to be 2 years in the preparation for it, given the first cancellation.
Do you think you could give a little bit of a summary of the roles and responsibilities of what you guys do at FIH events? Obviously, I know for the Olympics, it will be you, Marlies de Klerk from South Africa, Philip Schellekens from the Netherlands, and Minka Woolley from Australia. There's a heck of a lot of experience there, but how does that all kind of combine together to help the umpires do their jobs?
Okay. Well, what we try to do is monitor them leading up to the tournament or leading up to the Olympics so that they've have their on-field practice. We have communications, fitness reports, anything that just like a team would prepare, right? Now, teams can stay within their own group and prepare, and they know what they're doing. But for umpires, we have to reach around the world, make contact with all of them, understand what they're doing, their challenges, their successes. And so that's kind of how we do it to try to keep them going. I mean, we know that Pro League has been a little slow right now, so the opportunities of high-level hockey have been minimal. But we try to monitor their domestic hockey, their international hockey, and just try to get them as prepared, thinking about the game. We're actually getting ready to have our first full, I'll call it a Zoom meeting of all the umpires, but we've been in contact with them for over a year now with different things. It's kind of been a little bit of a roller coaster, as you can imagine. But, our job is to prepare them the best that we can from a remote type of communication so that when we hit Tokyo, we know they're fit, we know they've practiced, we know they've studied, and they're as ready as they can be to go for the games. And then, once we get there, if that you're looking for that, once we get there, our job is to manage them just like a team manager would be. We manage the appointments. We make sure that their hotels are taken care of. Any issues that they have, they come to us. They're more individual than a team is like, all of us are going here and all of us are going here, practice at this time and all that. But with the umpires, the first, I think 6 of the first 7 days, I believe, of Tokyo, there are 8 games a day. So you can imagine 4 umpire managers trying to manage 8 games a day. The umpires are going to be coming and going. We have to make appointments. There's going to be 4 appointments for every match. When you're talking about video umpire, reserve umpire, and of course the 2 on the field, or on the pitch rather. So there's a lot of work to do there, but we basically manage. We know we're not going to sleep, which is okay. We also do video review with them of their games, things of that nature. So we try to keep them as positive as possible and engaged as possible when we're at these events, and try to manage everything from the on-field to the off-field issues that they might have.
You have umpired at 2 Olympic Games. You've been to Atlanta 1996 and Sydney 2000. I mean, clearly those experiences really stand you in good stead for when you can when you're trying to communicate with the umpires and the experiences that they're going through. It might be their first Olympics.
Some of the things I hope to be able to bring to a number of them is things that we live through. My point being, nerves are through the roof. Okay. When you walk onto that pitch for your first Olympic Games, it's like, oh my gosh, this is real and I am here. You can go to all the other things that go on, but when you walk onto that pitch, it's like, I don't know, I really can't explain it other than awesome. Okay. But you can't let that shatter you either, knowing where you are. And to be quite honest with you, one of the things that I know that we can bring to them is, yes, you're going to be in awe of the beginning of it. But once you start blowing your whistle, you pretty much get yourself in your, as we say, in your element. So you just do what you do and have fun doing what you do. And you kind of can kind of put the rest of it out. It's another hockey game. It's very important hockey games, don't get me wrong. But you can enjoy it by inserting yourself into the match like you would normally do. Yeah, there's a lot of tension, but trying to keep the nerves down will probably be the biggest goal as an umpire manager, because teams don't accept second best. You have to be sharp as soon as you walk in. Can't let some of these outside things bother you a whole lot.
Well, that's brilliant. Well, thank you so much for talking to us, Steve. Yeah, best of luck for you and your team in Tokyo.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been my pleasure.